Hey, welcome to Retalk. Today I have a realtor who has 20 years of experience in real estate, Mr. Vijay, founder and CEO of ZenXChugs. Hi sir, how are you today?
Fabulous, how are you doing?
Thank you sir, thank you for coming, I'm good. So today we are here to talk about you and real estate and your journey.
Thank you.
First I wanted to know, why is this name, ZenXChugs?
Actually, my name is Vijay Chugani, so most of my friends call me Chugs. In fact, all of them call me Chugs, and they said, whenever you set up a business, make sure Chugs is in it. And Zen means peace of mind. So Zen into Chugs is, when you do business with me, you will have peace of mind. And in real estate, I've achieved that 100%.
Great. I wanted to know more about you, sir. Like, where are you from and about your journey?
We are Sindhis basically, but after the partition, we've settled here. I think this is the third generation in Bangalore. We've adapted very well to Bangalore. In fact, we are local Bangaloreans, given the number of years our families have stayed here.
Okay.
And my journey in real estate was interesting. I realized my strength when I was in the first standard.
Okay.
This was the tuck shop day in my school, where there was a fair, and I was given charge of selling about 200 daivadas at 8 o'clock in the morning. So here goes, 8:45, 200 daivadas sold out. And I also took money from the principal who bought the daivadas.
Okay.
And the lady
you sold him also?
Yeah, her. And the lady who made the daivadas came up and told me, you will be a great salesman when you'll grow big.
Okay.
True enough, I finished my school and my college, and then I went into the family business of retailing saris.
Okay.
We had a great 10 to 11 years there, where we sold saris, understood the mind of a woman, and in fact we took it to a level where men could come and buy a lot of saris for them, their wives, their mothers, sisters, without having the woman there.
Okay.
So we established a business I was there for about 11 years. And then I said, what next? I'm good at sales. I understand the mind of people. I have business acumen. And I said, what's the most expensive product I can sell? And that was real estate.
Okay.
And that's how I got into it.
Okay.
My first sale was probably a penthouse.
Oh.
I would go in my wife's scooty to research on the properties.
Okay.
And I just got lucky. I found a client on a site, and he said, I want to see a 4-bedroom which is ready to move in, and the site where we are standing doesn't have it. So I understood his requirement, and next Saturday I took him to the site, and 48 hours later we signed on the penthouse.
So as you mentioned, you started as a realtor. So tell me, why channel partners are important in real estate?
Absolutely. See, today we have a lot of experience over the years. I mean, realtors have experience passed over generations.
Correct.
So today when I go as a channel partner to a project, I would have done a recce of the project, studied the surroundings, understood where the domestic help will come from, what is the sunlight and ventilation, water sources for the project, what are the means of transport for people coming to us, how convenient is it to come in and go out of the project before I even start selling. And this is the experience we bring to the table. And also, given our relationships with the builders, selling volumes for them, we're able to get good deals for them, understand and work as a cushion between the developer and the buyer, and take not only the sale to success, but also the handover should be successful. In case there are problems which come up in between, we go and solve them for the buyers or the builders to ensure a smooth transaction happens at that point of time.
Got it.
I'll give you 2 examples which are very important for us to know. So there was a project which was fabulous luxury, great advertisements, great location. People just bought it because of the concept. It was brand new, fresh, till the building came up. And when they walked into the building for the first time, or their homes for the first time, 70% of the project was facing a graveyard. So if a person had paid about 5 crores for that apartment, when it was being constructed, he was not able to sell it for 4 crores because no one likes to live facing a graveyard. So this is where a realtor is necessary. He brings expertise to the table. The brochure is informative, but experience to the table is extremely important when you're making this most important decision of your life.
Fair enough.
If you're investing in real estate, there was a case where a top builder sold a good project in a great location. Unfortunately, the project on 2 sides had commercial buildings, office buildings, and the metro on the front.
Okay.
So 7 years later, when the project was handed over, the buyer could not even get the amount he had paid for. He had made a big, though the location was great, probably the surroundings were not great.
Understood.
This is where a realtor will guide you. We in fact guide a person on numerology, vastu, to ensure that their investments also are done correctly.
Wow.
This is why you need a realtor.
So as you mentioned, your first sale was a penthouse. And when was that? How old?
I
How
would say
long?
about 18 to 19 years back.
So 19 years back you have sold a penthouse. So I assume you do luxury only?
Predominantly luxury.
Oh, perfect. What is the current luxury market in India, you feel?
See, I think the luxury market is just starting to kick off actually. For the amount of money which is there with people today, the luxury market we are only touching the tip of the iceberg. Going forward, I think the number of zeros in every transaction is only going to increase. But the luxury market in India is predominantly going to be within gated communities.
Okay.
Like a luxury apartment complex will sell well, or a villa in a community with all the amenities would sell better than standalone luxury assets.
Understood.
And even the way it's going today, even most top realtors will be able to buy luxury assets very soon. The market has boomed, and I think today India stands at a place where the luxury market has just taken off.
Yes.
So good times for the luxury market.
Let's talk about your 3 most favorite business moments.
When I sold my first penthouse, we actually reached the site and realized the lift was not working there.
Okay.
So this was 12 stories high, and
Oh God.
only the lady had come with a newborn and a 2-year-old child. So we came all the way there, and we had to see the penthouse.
So you had traveled.
So I carried the 2-year-old baby, and the lady actually carried her newborn baby, and we walked up to the 12th floor.
Oh my God.
And I made it sound so easy that I'm carrying babies every day up when I go to show a site visit. But the visit went off very well, and the next day we actually signed on the penthouse.
Wow.
My second most important moment in my real estate would be I had gone to sign some documents with the CEO of a leading food brand.
Okay.
And no one was at his house. And we finished signing, and he said, "You've come first time to my house, and this is a special occasion, so you can't leave my house without having tea." So he actually went to the kitchen. The CEO of a company goes to the kitchen, makes a cup of tea, serves it with biscuits, and tells me, "Just yesterday I signed a 6 crore deal with Shah Rukh Khan, and the same hand actually signed the check for him."
Oh my God, amazing.
This was something which really touched me.
Wow.
I mean, he was humility is what great people are about.
I know. That's nice.
It touches my heart, and I think I have learned so much from such people.
Yes.
And the third moment, I think, was the gentleman had come down from Kerala, and I was to show him properties on the third day because he had he had fixed up with other people. So on the third day, when I picked him up from the hotel, before getting into my car, he said, "I wasted 2 days. People don't seem to understand my requirement. I want a luxury apartment, exclusive with exclusive people in it.
Okay.
And I've been shown everything except that. So can you show me this?" I said yes. I took him to one location, loved the apartment, chose the apartment in the complex, and he said, "I want to meet the owner of the company right away." So the owner came in, and luckily for me, the owner used to stay in his house when he went to Kerala.
Oh.
So they immediately froze on the price, and he took out his checkbook, and he asked me my details, wrote down and everything, and then he wrote 2 checks. One to give the builder, and I think the second one maybe was for me. But here's the thing, before he gave the builder the check, he said, "Here's your check first, because you understood what I want and gave it to me at one shot." This is the first time in my life that before the builder is paid, I have been paid for my services. I mean, it was touching.
Rather than pitching him everything in the market, you understood and pitched accordingly.
So we did it in one complex, it was done.
Wow.
So that is one of my favorite deals, if you ask me.
So the last question I wanted to ask from you, as you have 20 years of experience as a realtor, and you are somebody who understands customers' requirement, and because I've been dealing with a lot of channel partners, somebody who is fresh, has just started. So what would be the 3 advices you wanted to give them, somebody who has just started as a realtor?
I think the first thing is be on time. Not be on time, be 10 minutes before your appointment.
Perfect.
This is when you come prepared for the meeting. You're calm, cool and composed and take your client in the right frame of mind. Even if you're late by 5 minutes, call up your client and tell him you're going to be late. And if your client is late by even 1 hour or 1.5 hours, don't lose your cool. Reorganize your meetings. You make calls, go around the place, see if you can find new opportunity to do business, and be there when your client is scheduled to come. Okay. Or just simple, don't do anything. Go have an ice cream, keep yourself happy. So when your client comes, you're in a happy mood.
Yes.
So I think that's one tip. The second thing is always put yourself in the shoes of the client. Real estate is probably a very important decision. Someone who buys real estate will be probably paying off his loan in 20 years. So it has to be the right choice for him. So always put yourself in your client's shoe. Will you buy that property if you had that kind of money or you were in his situation? If the answer is yes, sell him the property. The third is, I think, switch off your phone for 1 hour a day and give yourself time to recharge and rejuvenate. So the next day you're back as a hero.
This is very helpful. I've started this very recently. I've started taking a day complete off from phone.
Yeah.
And this is actually very helpful. I just started, but I could see that difference.
Do it for an hour or two. Go play a sport, go to the gym, go for a walk without your phone.
Away from phone, totally cut off.
You need to recharge and rejuvenate so that you will come back with a bang the next day.
Exactly.
That's another important tip, I would say.
Yes. Perfect, sir. Thank you so much for your time. It was so great having you, and thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure.